You get out. Or you still can.
David! Home at last.
Hi, and welcome to Geek Legion of Doom. Today, we have a new horror film for you. It's found footage, and it sounds like the plot of a trillion other found footage horror films. Can it overcome these issues, or is it simply not worth watching at all? Let's find out as I review The Follower. Follower sees David, a YouTube personality who focuses on horror and supposed supernatural locales and that sort of thing, going to somebody named Carol's house. Carol is claiming that her house is haunted by the ghost of her dead parents. He gets there, sets up his cameras and stuff, which is what we're seeing as this is a found footage film, and a few weird things happen. Carol starts creeping him out quite a bit, kind of sleepwalking and just turning on a dime in terms of her attitude towards him, things like that. And he leaves, and after he leaves, he can't get a good night's sleep, and Carol may or may not have ended up dead or been dead in the ghost the whole time. The Follower is not just derivative, not just completely unoriginal. There's not a single iota of an original idea anywhere to be found in this story. But it's also just piss poorly made. It is shoddily constructed. The editing is bad. The cinematography is bad. I get it's a found footage movie, but even for that, there are just massive continuity errors that do not work. The acting is probably the worst acting I've seen in any movie all year long. David Baker is played by Nicolas Shake. Maybe he's a good actor in other movies, I don't know, but I can tell you in this film, he's dreadful. He just sounds like a pissed off, whiny dude bro the entire movie. And given how the character is written, which is as the biggest dumbass on the planet, he gets to Carol's house. She gives him specific instructions to not go into one room that houses her grandma, who's very sick, very sad that Carol's parents are dead, things like that. So Carol's got to take care of it. Don't go in that room. Every other room can have cameras and everything. Don't go into that one room. What's the immediate thing he tries doing in the next scene after that conversation, or maybe two scenes later? He tries going in that room and she yells at him about it because she just told him not to. He then complains on his YouTube show, which she watches, mind you, that she creeps him out and that he doesn't understand her because she keeps turning her attitude on him. Which there are some scenes where she just does it out of nowhere. But in this instance, in this particular case, no, she told you, don't go near that room, don't touch it, it is off limits, and you went near the room, you all have to open the damn door, you deserve to get yelled at, you dumbass. It's, not okay. He's a moron. He's written to be a moron, and inexplicably, the actor plays him dumber than that. this dude has no charisma. Maybe if someone with a bit more screen presence was playing the character, it'd be easier to buy into some of these things, but as written and as acted, you just hate this fella. You don't want to spend time with him. You're just waiting for the movie to end so you can never have to deal with this main character again. He's an idiot. He's not interesting. He's an idiot. Did I mention he's an idiot? Like, this character is moronic. It doesn't work. And of course, the bad acting doesn't help that. It's also in the writing, though. Carol is played by Chloe Dumas, and she's also really effing bad. She fares a little bit better than Nicolas Shake, but not by much, and solely because the character is meant to be a little off-putting and weird and kind of creepy, so some of the more stilted dialogue could be given to that idea, or that's how she's playing it. But it still doesn't work. She never comes off as an actual threat. It feels like she made up a story about a supernatural haunting just to get the YouTube personality she likes to come to her house, based on acting and how she interacts with him and what she says to him and how many second chances she gives him, which are a lot. There's the best friend character of Frank, played by Benjamin Polovansky. I honestly forgot every scene this dude was in until I looked up the credits on IMDb and saw that his name was like, oh yeah, there was a Frank character. He leaves no lasting impression in any way, shape, or form. There's a more experienced supernatural investigator type character named Mr. Kabavsky, played by Boris Anderson Koma. He has 2 scenes. He's the best actor in the movie. He's in the movie for maybe 4 minutes. He's the only one trying. He's in the movie just enough for me to not really tell if he's a bad actor, but he does sound commanding, which is something that needs to do. So that works for me in that regard. Finally, there's really only one other character to speak of. That is Peter Lemarque's Jerry, who is Carol's brother. And this is where the movie tries to get original and falls completely on its face. And given how poorly everybody acts, clearly it must have been a directorial decision that does not come across. I don't know what the director Kevin Mindabor was going for. It does not show up on the screen. There's no chemistry between anybody in the cast. There's nothing likable about these characters that makes you want to keep watching them. And given how derivative the movie is, and how just like a trillion other found footage horror films it is, and given the bad directing, the awkward, unfocused cinematography, the terrible lighting, and the general shoddiness of the production, I don't understand what made this movie half breathe life into. Kevin Mirburn is the director. He came up with the story for the film, and it was written by a friend of his named Vincent Darkman, and it's just a mess from start to finish with terrible acting, uninspired plot development, and no actual scares and nothing of interest to hold your attention, which begs the question, what drove the co-writer, originator of the story, who's also the director, to need to make this movie? Because that sort of passion fuels amazing movies. Like, I just reviewed Evil Within on my channel, Terribly Fun. That film is fantastic. It was fueled by a deep-needed desire. This has all the hallmarks behind the scenes of that, but all the showmanship of broken bottles. This probably goes without saying, but the follower gets a 0. Hardcore 0 out of 10. This movie's a mess, guys. It's terrible. It's terribly acted. Do not bother with it. As always, thank you for watching. My name is Bobby. You can find me here on Geek Legion of Doom and at Terribly Fun Films. And a big thank you to Leo for having me back.